What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to the channel. Today, guys, I got some crazy clips for y'all. This first clip, man, they get into it at the charger station for these electric cars. I ain't gonna do too much talking. Let's get right to it. Let's go.
Okay, Tesla Parking Wars Part 3. So,
Oh,
what you
man.
see here going on is me and a gentleman tussling over a charger that's plugged into my car.
That's
What
crazy.
happened was I had been sitting waiting for about an hour, and there's a few other cars waiting as well. And he swooped up into a parking spot and decided to plug up his car. But I had been waiting and I was going to, but he did it so fast. So I went and I unplugged his car and I plugged up mine. So he walked over to
Whoa,
my
whoa,
door
whoa, whoa. So she unplugged his car? That's crazy. That's crazy right there.
and said, "Did you unplug my car?" And I said, "Yes." And normally I never touch anyone's car who's plugged up.
Right.
Hence is why I have been waiting there so long. I just think it's disrespectful. So he walks into the car. He asks me, I say yes. And he goes, "Why?" I said, "Sir, I have been sitting here, a while." He goes, "Prove it." And I said, "No, I'm letting you know I've been here." And that he didn't like that. And then he's got kind of like macho and talking mess or whatever. So I roll up the window. So he then said, I hear him say, like, "Oh, I'm gonna go unplug it." So, no, you're not. So I went and
Oh,
I had grabbed my charger, put my hand on the charger, and then you see kind of like us tussling going back and forth. And I'm gonna stand my ground regardless. And do I think I would have whipped this man's ass? Absolutely not. But it wouldn't have been no easy. It wouldn't have been no easy one. It wouldn't have been no. It wouldn't have been easy for him. And when I was looking this man in his eyes, um,
that's
he
crazy.
looks like a demon. At first, I was calling him an imbecile because he was insulting me, calling me black bitches. And keep in mind, he's next to a YT. She has nothing to do with it, but you could tell this lady was scared, like he might be whooping her ass. Allegedly, I'm not saying for sure that he is, but he definitely strikes me as that type of man. And she didn't say nothing. And I said, "You probably whoop her." Anyways, back to the story. So, long story short, did I give in? No, I kept the charger because
That's crazy.
you're not going to punk me out of a charger. Absolutely not. And yeah, Tesla charging parking wars.
Man, that's way too much, bro. You know, the thing that's crazy about something like this, I mean, I know us as humans, our ego get in the way, but that's a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that serious, bro. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I feel about it. You know, of course, you don't let somebody just take advantage of you. You feel what I'm trying to say? And she's wrong for unplugging, his car or whatever. But to be pulling and tussling around with a young lady like that, see, I have two daughters, and I just can't imagine you know, her showing me a video like this of some dudes pushing us, pushing her around, pulling her around like that, bro, I'd be furious. And it seems like dudes don't realize that these females got family. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you gonna just do that and that's it, that's all. But that's here nor there. But far as the video itself, I mean, that's just outrageous. I just don't understand why people get so angry about the craziest things. You know what I'm saying? He's sitting there pulling and tussling on that young lady like that. I mean, she was wrong. You know what I'm saying? In a sense, they both were wrong, if you ask me. They should have just talked it out as adults instead of sitting there fussing and tussling with it. That's just crazy over a charging cord. Like, come on, man. But leave your comments, man. What do y'all think about this video? It's easy to Monday morning quarterback. When you actually in the moment, I mean, you don't know how you're going to react. Who knows what that dude was going through? Who knows what she was going through? You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we got to be able to control our emotions and control our ego because that could have ended really bad for her or him. You feel what I'm trying to say? So I don't know, man. I just know for me personally, I try to avoid altercations like that. I mean, if it's a situation where I could walk away, hey, I'm walking away. You can call me what you want because I got other things to do later on in the day. I ain't about to sit here and just ruin my life over a charger cord. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just unbelievable. But it tells you, right? I mean, that just speaks volume of how they got to do better as far as these charging stations. It's just not enough. That's why I would not buy an electric car right now. And if I can't, and if I were to buy one, I would have to be able to charge it at home. I think electric cars have a place here, but you just gotta have the right setup. You know what I'm saying? And that right there just was crazy. So I just figured I would, throw it out there and let you guys see it. I mean, y'all probably seen it's been all over social media.
26 E53 AMG, and let's go check it out. It's a first edition. Yeah. Do you have the title for it, or do you owe money on it? Do you have the title?
Okay. Wow.
No loan.
No loan. It's totally like a new car.
It's totally new. It looks awesome. Look at those seats. Wow. Got the Edition 1 on the headrests right there. Wow. All right, so Elias offered you $96,000, correct?
Yeah, but I don't think 96 is my perfect price. You said before it's about the first conditions. And
the first edition.
All the things is the highest.
Yeah. So I told Elias we would consider $96,000 for it. Since he offered you $96,000, and ideally that's where we want to end up at on it. Can we close at $96,000?
98?
I don't know. Like, it's a hard car to say because it's a 26 model.
It's almost a limit car. It's not like the Lambo or the others.
Yeah.
It's hard to buy. Because I bought it, to be honest, it's about 130.
Oh,
130.
Good.
I know. Let me just scan the VIN one more time.
So she paid $130,000 for that car, and she's gonna sell it within the same year for $96,000, $98,000, whatever it is she asked for. That is outrageous. She must got serious bread. She could just throw away $34,000 like it's nothing. Man, I don't know what I'm doing wrong in life, man, because that's outrageous.
You know what's hilarious on this? The QB.com is $53,000 purchase price. That's so weird. Let me just check the Carfax real quick, make sure it's not a Canadian. You sure we can't do 96,000? I can get you paid right now for 96.
Pay right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's cool?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. That's wild. And George's gonna sell that car for 120,000. You know what I'm saying? He came up big time with that one. I don't know, man. That's wild right there. She bought that car in 26 and selling it in 26. And it's already paid off. So this goes to show you she got money. I mean, $34,000 to the average guy is a whole lot of money, but obviously she got it like that. Leave your comments, man. What do y'all think?
I got a girl here. She's looking at the 24 Elantra. Okay. She just put in an app, so she wants to put $1,500 down.
Let's take a look at the credit. First glance is not great, man. We got a 512 score, sloppy credit card payments, but overall up to date with them, which is good. But there's definitely been some late payments on the credit cards. 12% available credit, so she's using those credit cards. What's really hurting her, looks like there was a voluntary surrender back in 2021. As we know, that's as good as a repo. So really not a lot of positive factors here. Preemptively, I would find out that can she get a little bit more money down, because $1,500 is going to be a stretch to get an approval. So see if she can get any more money down. I will submit it with the $1,500, but I'm going to jump the gun here and say they're probably going to need a little bit more. So find out if that's even a possibility.
It's just crazy to me how people go to the dealership with a 512 credit score. I mean, I don't care what nobody says. I mean, I know some people are ignorant to credit scores and, interest rates and all that kind of stuff. But we got Google now. You feel what I'm trying to say? And I'm pretty sure she knows somebody who has bought a car and could tell her that she needs a certain credit score to get a good interest rate. I mean, it just baffles me, man, how people go to the dealership with that type of credit score. That's just embarrassing, man. I just wouldn't do that to myself.
All right, cool. Okay, so I talked to her and she said $1,500 is the absolute max.
Absolute max. Yeah. Okay, I mean, listen. It is what it is. I'm gonna submit it again. I tell you guys all the time. I'm gonna tell you again. I'm not gonna tell you no. Let the banks tell you no, right?
I'm gonna run your credit anyway.
Give me 5 minutes and I'll have an answer for you.
That's crazy.
I don't know how. I was not very optimistic on this one, but Ally bought it. Ally bought it with the $1,500 down. It falls into their Ally Plus program, which is their new subprime program specifically for subprime. They knocked it out of the park, I'm not gonna lie. 17.99%, which is the state max on a 2024.
Of course.
If this was a 23, should be at 21%. all day long. But they bought it and they gave me room for, warranty and gap. With a warranty and gap on there, I can get it done at $515 a month, 72 months, $1,500 down. How that's possible, I don't know. I don't know. I really, truly was not optimistic. I thought that I was going to call you back here in a minute and say I need a cosigner.
At 18%, of course they're gonna do it because they about to triple their money. So even if she make one payment and they repo the car, they ain't gonna do nothing but sell it again. It's a cycle, man. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable, man.
Interesting job. I work at a small dealership and I do all of the sales and financing. So I look at people that have good credit, bad credit, and very bad credit lifestyle. I see their credit reports. I see their bank statements. I see where they work, how much they make, their whole life story. And that goes for good credit people too. But and we're the bank a lot of times. So we do get repossessions, and I see what the repossessions come in and look like. Working at a buy here, pay here, and the way my brain works is I start to notice patterns. I start to see things over and over again. And I'm going to compile a list of the top 5 things you can do to stay broke, because I've seen it time and time again.
There we go.
In no particular order. And what I see in the repos, every single repo, and I can say with certainty almost 99% of every repo, and number one way to stay broke is vape cigarettes.
What?
Or smoke cigarettes. Almost every repo has a ton of empty cigarettes or a ton of those empty vaporized cigarettes. Ton of them every single time. The other thing and this is in no particular order, but if you're a smoker, give it up. It's too much money. It's a bad habit. It's not good for you. There's nothing good for it. Like, what purpose does smoking cigarettes do for you? Get rid of the vapes. Get rid of the cigs, because that's number 1. Number 2, scratch tickets. It is absolutely insane to me how many times I see scratch tickets. And not even like 1 or 2, like stacks, like thick stacks of scratch tickets. You have a better chance of seeing the Patriots win the Super Bowl than hitting one of those scratch tickets. That's the only way to tax the poor. That's the way they do it. And it's not even $1, $2, $5 tickets. I'm seeing like 25. I seen a 50 the other day. I was like, they make $50 scratch tickets, and you don't pay your car payment, but yet you have money for $50 because you think you're gonna make it rich. That's number 2. Another one.
That's crazy.
An absolutely major, humongous one is when you look at bank statements and you see the repos, is convenience store shopping. The 20-ounce sodas, the stops here, $7, $8. You're probably picking up your cigarettes and you pick up a Red Bull or a Monster. You see that all the time in repos. You see all the empty sodas, all the empty cigarettes, all the empty Little Debbies, all the little treats that you get at gas stations. Convenience store shopping. And then you see it on the credit reports. Not the credit reports, I'm sorry, the bank statements. I'll say Speedway, $8.97. Circle K, $7.77. This convenience store, Easy Quick Stop, this, and it's all day, every day, $5, $6, $7, $10 here and there. Stop. Yeah. Go to the grocery store. Those are just a few of the things. And if you like this type of content, like, you got to change. You got to change if that's you. And I'm guilty of it too. But I'll give you one more. And it's one, I think, pretty big. It's the subscriptions. There's actually one, the biggest one. I'll make another video for that. But the subscriptions, PlayStation, Xbox, Peacock, ESPN, all this, Fortnite. You see tons and tons of TV and PlayStations and Xbox subscriptions. Chuck E. Cheese, I'm guilty of a Chuck E. Cheese for $11.99 a month. You can't beat the value, especially with 2 little kids. For $11.99 a month, you can go unlimited times. So that's actually good entertainment for fun, but I'm going to cancel that pretty soon. The kids are getting too old. No, they're not, but they love it. But $11.99 a month, that's good value. But I'm sorry, I get off the point. It's the subscriptions. It's crazy. I'll see some people still have Comcast, and it's like, how are you paying over $400 a month for cable? Like, it's crazy to me.
Basically, he's just saying that people are living, man. The things that he's talking about is things that people do every day, just living life. You know what I'm saying? And you just never know. Things happen in people's lives where they have to get their cars back. So you can't really judge people off of that stuff. I mean, some things are just extra that you don't really need to be doing, like the vaping and the cigarettes and all that stuff. But that's a habit. That's something that somebody has a habit, and it's hard to kick those habits, you know. So, you know, I mean, what he's saying is true. I mean, we do have to do better as far as all the little extra spending, especially if you have a real high car note, all the little Starbucks and all these extra things that you spend money on, you got to cut it out. You got to cut it out. Or again, like he said, they're going to come and repo your car. And none of the things that he's talking about is things that all of us deal with. All of us has that same fight. We all fight that same fight. The subscriptions, the cable is ridiculous. I already changed my cable. Cable was just is out of control because I barely even watch TV. When I watch the TV, I'm usually looking at YouTube because cable is just ridiculous. But you know, the scratch off tickets and all that kind of stuff, that's just stuff that people buy every day. So leave your comments, guys. What do you think about today's video? I mean, I know it's kind of all over the place, but when this stuff come across my desk, guys, I just make the video to put it out there so you guys can get and be entertained for a little while. So if you're new to the channel, hit the like button, subscribe. I appreciate y'all watching. I'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.